Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit. Welcome to Blended Healing. When was the last time you actually rested your mind? You know, when your mind rests, everything else rests as well, as it should. But if your mind is constantly going, when do you have time to refresh? When do you have time to relax? When do you have time to just kick it? And when was the last time you just breathe? Beloved, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't rest. When you don't rest and your mind is constantly going, you start the stages of burnout. So let's talk about it. What you need to understand is that relaxing generates energy. It gives you more mental clarity, resilience, and wholehearted caring for others. We talk about this all the time. How can you give if your cup is empty? Right? And who takes care of the person who takes care of everybody? That person is you. So you need to tell the truth to yourself about how much you genuinely come to relax. And when do you know it's time for you to refresh and relax and sink into its own pleasures of simply just being? Sometimes, you can really feel what you need to do by feeling what's happening for you when you don't. What does that mean, Blended? It means don't, that is, ease up. It means don't unwind, don't recharge, don't put your feet up. By God, don't take that load off. And by all means, don't just chill. Because when you don't rest, you wear yourself out, you wear down, and you start running on empty. Then you're not much good for yourself or anyone else. But when you get some rest and get more rested, you have more energy, mental clarity, resilience for the hard things, patience, and wholehearted caring for others. And you must do that. Hell, I need to do that. I've been running on fumes, and my body, just like yours, we're not a machine. We're human flesh. So if the body doesn't get rest, it will break down one way or the other. Your health will start going into question. Your immune system is low. No matter how much vitamins you take, your body is still not a machine. So you need to tell the truth to yourself about how much time you actually, other than sleep, truly come to rest, not accomplishing anything, not planning anything, and not going anywhere. You know the time when you don't do anything at all with a sense of relaxation and ease. No stress, no pressure, not weighing on you in the back of your mind, no sense of things undone, just utterly at rest. Probably not much time at all, if you're like me. Acknowledge to yourself any unreasonable beliefs or fears about resting. For example, that if you rest, you'll lose your edge. Things will start falling apart. You'll let people down and others will judge you. Get out of here, man. What you talking about? Here's what I want you to do. Imagine a kind, wise, fearless friend looking over your shoulder and knowing both how little time you rest and your reasons for not resting more. What would your friend tell you? And are you listening to your own innermost being about you and resting? What is that still, quiet voice saying to you? You want me to tell you? It says, sit your ass down and rest. Otherwise, we gonna make you rest. You can either do it on your own volition or we gonna put you down. Your choice. If you can just imagine the benefits for you and others if you just listen to the support and wisdom of your dear friend in your innermost being. Then commit to what makes sense to you in terms of how you manipulate your schedule in a more restful direction, refusing to add new tasks to your own bucket, taking more breaks, or simply helping your own mind by less busy chatter. You know that when you think that when you're in your quiet and your mind just keeps going, or literally somebody just going and you can't even focus or concentrate. And then you start complaining about yourself to yourself, or you start spreading rumors about your own self saying, oh, I can't get anything done. It takes more energy to complain and to act out than it is to just simply do the task. I'm just saying. What about those inner struggles that you got going on? For example, when you first wake up, right? Bring to mind your fundamental purpose in life. Right after you give gratitude to the divine for touching you and allowing you to wake another day. Whatever that purpose is, and the rest that you will get in the felt knowing of it, in giving yourself over to it, like resting in a cradle of a current great river. You're just floating on the water, baby. And at meal times, pause for just a half a minute with your food before you start eating. Be aware of that little space between the end of it when you inhale and the beginning of your exhale, or vice versa. From time to time, each day, notice that space and rest into it. When you are done with a task, take a break, man, just for a few seconds or more before shifting gears into the next one. These are real simple things to do. Promise yourself that you'll take a minute or more each day to sit quietly but remain present with yourself while doing nothing. Nothing. Have real times each day when you truly clock out, no longer on a task or accountable to anybody but you. Encourage your mind to come to rest at least occasionally. Tell yourself you can stop yourself from worrying, problem solving, and all that grumbling that you could do later on. The mind is a muscle. And exercise your willpower, right, to make this happen. Sometimes you just need to stop working and allow yourself to replenish and allow your mind and your brain to rebuild itself. And when you rest, sink into its pleasure, its rewards, in the sense that seeking into you, just like I said, like standing in warm rain falling on a thirsty ground. Ashe, ashe. That was just a little tidbit for you today. Keep in mind that you don't have to keep going, 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 going. I can tell you that your work ethic is impeccable. I can tell you that you are trying to put your, nope, strike that trying. I can tell you that you are putting your best foot forward to do what you have to do in order to fulfill your purpose. But you, as the caregiver, the caretaker, the practitioner, the spiritualist, needs to connect more with the divine and allow the divine to guide you and direct you. You have to turn it off, baby. I said to you yesterday about the wah, 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 and that's what it's going to start feeling like and sounding to you because you just can't simply focus on what's going on around you. And if you can't do that, what do you think is going on the inside? And with that being said, I'm going to take my tail to bed because, as you know, this is a pre-recording and I like to do them at night. So that way, when you wake up in the morning, I can listen to it with you. So I've been busting my butt, but it feels good to do something in service for others. But I also know that I need to get proper rest and to eat properly and just have time to decompress and then take my shower, put my pajamas on and just relax and put on something that is soothing and not all that rah, 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 rah before you go to sleep. Ashe? Because my Ashe is bowing to your Ashe. And then together we will get through this as we lean on one another. All right. That's enough of that. Get yourself together and pick up and do the things that you have to do today. But remember, take your break and just do nothing. And if you have to put music on so you can focus that way. If you have to pull out your mala beads and recite something to yourself to replenish yourself in the midday, by all means, take them off and do that 108 bead rotation and then reverse it. Remember your intention statement. Read it out loud first or say it out loud first and then alternate by saying it silently. The next time you state it out loud, do it with inflection, like you mean it in your voice. And then go back to silent saying it until you complete that 108 bead rotation. Give gratitude to the divine by already knowing that as you do these things, your cup is refilling. And when it spills over and it goes into the saucer part of your cup, start giving people the saucer and you keep the cup. I love you from a genuine place. Thank you for stopping by Blended Healing on today. All right. Be well, stay safe. And I know it's first thing in the morning. So if anybody hasn't told you they love you today, I do. And there's nothing that you can do about it. I'll see y'all around real soon. All right? All right. Don't let me have to find you and find you ain't taking this advice. All right? All right.
Right to the back, but you better go. Get your head fair, you better not pay. I looked at Bobby, where the hell my dinero home? Right to the stick, but you better go. What about that boy, my schedule? Your bet is she looking at me, and I'm looking at her. Like, you can never hope. But anyways, back to these bands, though. You better have a guapo, but let it pop. Heard about me from the band, though. Put an end to your show, bitch, a scandal. I'ma holla at me, ho. All that talking poquito. Cause then I'ma let him rock it, he gon' shoot a shot. And I ain't talking free throw.